Hi, so I'm making a Boston cream pie poke cake, but I'm gonna make it in the Secret Center cake pan instead. So the Secret Center cake pan has two pans, and you can do Secret Center in each of the slices, or in the middle, or both. And I think for this one, I'm just gonna do the middle. So I'm gonna start. Just gonna make my yellow cake according to the package, and I debated whether or not I wanted to use the batter mixer dispenser or my Flex Plus, but I've been using the batter mixer dispenser lately for waffles. So I was like, oh, I'm going to use my Flex Plus. My cake mix, 1 cup of water and 1/2 cup of oil, 3 eggs, and, oh, I forgot to start the oven. And we got a dog in the way. Watch out, Hank. Okay, so I already have this ready. Put the battery on the bottom. Got my beaters in. And I'm gonna click the safety. And turn this up. And then I can just push this button to eject my beaters. Okay, so that's ready. I love this Teal mixing bowl because, as you'll see, it pours really nice. So I'm gonna use, because we have a lot of people for this, I instead of making it double high, I think I'm gonna make 2 separate cakes. I haven't done that before, but it should be okay. So I'm gonna first use my kitchen spritzer to get this all nice and stick. This is the new model. Up until like a few weeks ago, I had the old one, and I do like the new one better. Okay, and so I have my insert in there, so it'll bake around those holes, and then when I take it out and flip it over, it'll leave those spots open so I can put the pudding in them. So I'm gonna pour half of my batter in here. Now I'm sitting here thinking, I want to bake cakes at 2 different times, so I think what I'm gonna do one with the Secret Centers, in each slice, and then the other one with the middle. Otherwise, I'll have to bake one and then go and bake the second one, and I'd rather just bake it all at the same time, because I have to refrigerate this for 2 hours before I can put the frosting on it. And our thing is the safety now. Okay, Brady, hang on. And I still have to go to Walmart because this is the first time I've ever had an issue with grocery pickup, like other than them not having things that I need. But instead of chocolate frosting, they gave me vanilla, and that is not gonna work for Boston cream pie. I don't know if you can hear Brady or not, but okay. So I have those ready. I usually cook these about 20, and then I test them, and then put them in for like 2 more minutes. And usually, if I'm only putting the secret centers in one of the pans, the one without the centers in it, you have to cook just a couple of minutes extra because it's more dense. There's more batter in it. So I'm going to make the pudding next while these bake. Okay, and then for the pudding, I have French vanilla instant pudding, and on my batter bowl, I can use the measuring lines to get to 1 1/3 cups of cold milk. And I'll put my pudding in it, and the recipe, it's not a Pampered Chef recipe, but it said you could use 1 or 2 packets of pudding depending upon how much you want in the cake. And because I've never made this before, I don't know how much I want, so I'm gonna start with 1, and since the instant pudding only takes like 5 minutes, I can always make a second one. So then it says to beat on low-medium speed until well blended. I'm actually doing the pie filling directions since I'm not going to put it into individual cups. And I'm just going to pour it right over the cake. Okay, so once the cake is baked, then I will come back and I'll pour this into the wells and then throw it in the fridge to cool before I put the chocolate frosting on. The cakes are done. I have them on the platter and flipped over. I'm going to take out the inserts. And Brady is probably going to make a guest appearance in a second.
And I'm going to start it. Look at the screen.
Okay, Brady, I'm showing a video. I'm making a video.
Come here, Brady. Let's eat strawberries and ice cream.
Okay.
Yeah, we made strawberries and ice cream last night. Homemade ice cream.
No, we got the papa. We got
Pictures.
got-
Oh, yep, there's a picture.
And the papa's away.
Okay. Go by Dad, please.
Okay.
We got that. And
Strawberry ice
fill
Mom, I
the
need
holes. My pudding, I don't know. I did end up making the second package, but next time I do this, I think I'll make 1 package up ahead of time to settle, to put it in these holes, but then I'll make the second package right before I'm ready, because then I'll do the pokes and put it over top so it, you know, it's more liquid and it goes in there. So I don't know, I can't really pour this into holes now if I poke it. And I was looking at the directions, and there's a recipe you can do chocolate frosting or you can do chocolate ganache, and I actually have the stuff for the ganache, which is whipping cream and chocolate chips. So I'm gonna do that instead of the frosting because I don't want to go back to Walmart. So before I started recording, I cut off like a really thin layer from the bottom so I could put this back on top and cover my pudding holes. And then when I pour on the frosting, it'll still look really smooth. So I'm gonna finish this up here and then I'll make the frosting. Okay, so now that I have let our cakes cool off and set in the fridge for a couple hours, I'm gonna make the homemade chocolate ganache because I don't have chocolate frosting. Because Walmart messed up my order, but that's okay. I put in a comment, and not because, I mean, I don't like getting people in trouble, but I just wanted them to know in case when they do their inventory, they're off on their vanilla frosting. So in the silicone prep bowl, I have 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, and I'm gonna do 1 cup of chocolate chips, semi-sweet chocolate chips, and then I'm gonna microwave for 2 minutes, stir, and then microwave for another minute. I started pouring and forgot to push record. So I warmed this up and now I'm drizzling it over the top. And it's starting to like, not like harden, but thicken as I pour it over while it's cooling. I might need to get a second batch because we like chocolate. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I'm gonna make a half batch of chocolate to pour over the top. There's a little bit more real estate on this cake than I would have had if I did just a whole cake, like the recipe calls for. Ta-da! So when I cut it open tonight at our cookout, I will share what it looks like with the pudding in the secret holes, and it's gonna be so warm. I think I'm gonna pop this in the fridge until we leave and let the chocolate settle a little